The next guy I want to talk about is going to be Bryson Barnes. Bryson Barnes, man, what a game, right? Bryson Barnes, I mean, I got to spend a little bit of time here. Bryson Barnes not only took a step in the right direction, Bryson Barnes changed how I'm looking at this offense. There was a lot of good on offense against USC, but Bryson Barnes had the numbers, he had the work ethic, he had the stat line. He looked awesome. But the number one thing, guys, Bryson Barnes, when the game was on the freaking line, he tucks the ball and goes for nearly 30 yards to get us in field goal range, and not like a wide open 30, dude. He made that play happen, and he's got the burners, and he just grit, gamesmanship, toughness, gamer, whatever you want to call it. Bryson Barnes laid it on the table, went all out, and just really showed how much he cares about this team, how much he cares about winning, and how much he cares about being the starting quarterback. This guy wasn't even on scholarship to start the season, but is looking like, I don't know, he looked special, guys. He's got to follow it up, but he looked freaking special against USC. I don't think it's outlandish at all to say that. Let's talk about the actual numbers Bryson Barnes put up against USC. 14 for 23, 235 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. That's a really good stat line, no matter what, guys. And for a guy that was a backup and, damn near completely counted out, it's even better. But it gets more exciting. Bryson Barnes also had 10 carries for 57 yards and a touchdown there. So Bryson Barnes' total stat line is nearly 300 yards of offense, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Honestly, if Bryson Barnes doesn't play out of his freaking mind, there's a really good chance we don't win that game, especially considering how much he put the game on his back at the end of that game and just showed us that he can be the guy. On the year, Bryson Barnes is 52 completions on 89 attempts, is a 58.4 completion percentage. But be clear, there are some bad games in there that heavily weigh that down, and it does feel like he's taken a new step in what he can be. He's 4 touchdowns for 3 picks. Running the ball, he's 33 carries for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. Bryson Barnes had his freaking coming out party last week, and I was all for it, guys. Bryson Barnes, he graded out a 74.4 according to PFF, and I love it, dude. I'm all in. I'm all in on the Bryson Barnes hype train. Just how my feelings are on Bryson Barnes right now are that he still has a long ways to go in proving that he can do this week in and week out, right? I don't think the USC defense is as bad as some people made it out to be. I don't think it's great either. But I think no matter what, you go to an away game and you put up those type of numbers, that type of just bulletproof, just mentality, just running through people, trucking people, throwing nice passes. He throws that god-awful pick six to Kalen Bullock, but he just comes right back, wipes the sweat off his brow, forgets about it, and just keeps going. That probably impressed me more than anything, how he made a vital, important mistake that could have lost us the game, but he said, hey, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. On to the next one. I got a lot of work to still do. The way he bounced back from that for me was where I was like, okay, this is different. This is not just a guy that can win us some games and keep us in games. To me, the way he bounced back after he threw the pick six told me that he could be the guy. He could be the guy the rest of this year. And if you guys don't believe that Bryson Barnes can lead us to a conference championship, I challenge you to go back and watch that game. I'm not saying it's absolutely going to happen, but I'm going to tell you guys honestly that Bryson Barnes has a real shot and real potential to lead us to a very, very special season. He really does.